back up. Y'all may need to refresh my YT. There we go. I think I need to refresh my YT. Okay. Gonna see if we can get it back up. There we go. Alright, that should be it. But yeah. Anyways, right? Like I was saying. Jetty's back. Alright, hold on. So, like I was saying, right? So, let's just get this up in Paint, right? I will go back to my recording window. And this window capture will go to Paint. Right. Properties, window, Paint. Okay. There we go. How do I transform fit to screen? There we go. Alright, so do you guys see? Do you guys see it? Wait a minute. This window. Alright, fork it. We're doing display. Where's. Oh, wait. I need to open up my, my model here. There we go. You should appear in the bottom right in any. There we go. Okay, so. Alright. I haven't seen you since last stream. Hey, Ryan, I haven't seen you since last stream either. Okay, so, anyways, like I was trying to say before, let me just, like, get this to be much bigger. Okay, so, right, alright, so, here's the thing, let's just make a chart, I guess, right? Let's just make a chart. So, like, we'll draw... oh boy, that's a terrible line. We'll draw a line down here, and a line, like, here. That's bad. A line here, right? Then this, S will be skill. R will be reward, right? Now, ideally... Actually, So, basically... Did I do this right? Hold on. So, no, I think. Actually, no. I think it should be reversed. I'm not. All right, look, I haven't had to draw a graph like this since like school. Okay, so bear with me. So, all right. So, this will be reward, and this will be skill. Okay. Now, ideally, ideally for a character like Genji, right? You want, all right. So, all right. Let's just say, all right. The reward, if the reward scales with how far the skill is, right? You want, if you're not so good, you want the reward to be down here. But the better you get, you want it to just kind of like gradually slope upward, like this, right? Oh shit, my right click, I wrote it. But no, you want it to gradually like slope up. Actually, you know what? Maybe this kind of graph isn't the best for this. Maybe, hold on. Let me just like erase this. So basically, let's just like bar graph it, right? So, alright, so here we're gonna put like G for Genji, right? Then this is skill, and this is reward, right? So like, gonna like put this here. So for skill, he needs like this much skill. Like ideally, you want like this much skill, and you want this much reward for the skill. If that makes sense. Are you guys getting this? Right? But the reality of the game is that Genji takes that much skill, right? So Genji can put in this much skill and get, like, this much reward, right? You following? You guys following? Right? It's like, okay. And then we, alright. We'll do Soldier for now, for, like, DPS comparisons, right? But, like, S76, right? Skill, reward, right? Gonna put this here. So Soldier can have, like... Actually, no, that's not true. Soldier can have, like, this much skill and still get, like, a baseline this amount of reward, right? My question was, what is the reward you think you should get? Do you think it needs to be buffed or nerfed for him to have that reward? No, it's not about buffs or nerfs. It is about fundamental designs of these characters, right? It's like the design of Genji, right? Because of... Alright. How do I put this? Like, this is why it feels bad, right? So, Soldier 76 can put in this much to get this much, right? But if we, like, completely, like, redraw these, right? If the Soldier player's skill level is up here, his reward will be up here, right? And, like, this is fine, because this is the type of character Soldier is, right? But the problem comes from the fact that Genji needs to put in this much effort to get this amount of reward, right? Because if we're talking, alright, this level of reward, we'll say that this is, like, I don't know, scoring 2 kills on the backline, right? Let's just say that, let's just bring Soldier back down to, like, what he previously was, right? This is how much effort Genji needs to put in to get, say, like, 2 kills on the backline, right? Soldier needs to put in, like, maybe half of that effort to get the same result. You get what I'm saying? Like, are you getting it? Alright. Different example, right? Like, one of the biggest reasons... Well, if you need... Well, if your reward is a kill potential is what matters, and that's kind of the job of the DPS. You'll get kills one way or another. Yes, you'll get kills one way or another, that's true, but it's about the amount of effort you put in. And, like, this isn't even just, like, a set-in-stone thing. Like, your reward can be so many different things, right? It's just what I'm getting at is the amount of effort put in to get the same result as another player. So, like, let me frame it this way, right? To get, like, say, 2 kills on the backline, right? As Genji, you need to go in, maneuver around, get the drop on them, use your cooldowns properly. You need to land your shots, do multiple different flicks, hit all of them in close proximity, dodge out every single ability that they throw at you, try to move in a way where you dodge their shots, and then you have to get the kill in order to get out. Because Genji's engage is also his escape. You have to get the kill to get out of there. Basically, once Genji commits like that, once Genji commits with his dash, he is forced to kill, right? Other DPS just hold left click while Genji is hitting your shots, and ulti dumping. Yeah, and util dumping. Yeah, no. It's just, alright, let me just, like, use a different example, right? We'll use Moira here, right? And this is probably, like, one of the biggest examples, right? Skill, reward, right? And Moira's reward can be, like, you know, healing her team, saving her team, getting kills on the backline. Moira's reward can be so many different things, right? But basically, Moira's skill can be here, but her reward can be up here. You get what I'm saying? It's like, this is the problem. You see, when you have a character, the auto refresh on his dash if it kills is his bread and butter. Yeah, but the thing is you need to get that kill. You need to get that kill. Oh, well, it can. I just think objectively, Moira. Let me make a point for Moira. Okay, we'll hear the point from Moira. I'm also just gonna say that like we'll use another example from the support category. That is way too long. We'll use Kiriko as an example, right? Okay, down here. Skill, reward, right? Kiriko's skill can be here, and her reward can be here, right? And this is fine. It's fine. But the problem is, when you have these characters that have less skill skill requirements but higher reward ceilings, that's where it feels unfun. Now I'm not gonna say all supports are bad, right? Because if we look down here and we put like say Ana down here, right? Skill, reward. I would argue I would argue that Ana hold on wait. I'd argue that Ana is one of the few characters that has like you know, the skill here, and her reward is also like here. Like Ana is like a pretty good balance. So she can do all that heal team, kill backline, and fuck around at the same time, but it takes more skill. But that takes more skill? I'm inclined to disagree. It doesn't change the fact that this character can beat this character. And that's where this feels frustrating, right? It's because if this is able to kill this, right? Easily, right? If this is the counter. But if you match your reward with Genji, which is just killing the backline, your reward stays the same, but you need less skill. Yes, fuck, hold on, I can't speak. No, you're fine. I'm just like going on with my point here. Basically, when you have this character with these specs, right? Countering this character with these specs, you can see how this feels bad, right? Because the Moira player is putting in 1/20th of the effort of the Genji player. And I don't even think that that is my opinion. I think that is just objective fact. But she also has her flaws. Yeah, I know she has her flaws. You go in, you have to wait 8 seconds, or 6 seconds, sorry, without dying, also dealing way less damage than Genji, and just to be able to get out. Well, here's the thing. You don't engage with your fade. You make sure you have your fade, fuck around, and then you can fade away. And you also heal for the damage that you deal, which is a luxury Genji does not have. You have orbs to match your things. Orbs that aim for you, by the way. Like here's the thing, like forget Genji in this equation. Let's just say Ana, right? Sure it takes more skill than the Genji, but it's also a risk factor if you fuck up your orbs. But how do you fuck up your orbs? Like I want to know, how do you fuck it up? How do you fuck up throwing an auto aim orb in a general direction? The healing is a lie? Well, I mean, it depends. It depends on the situation. Because if you're spraying your team and got the healing orb down, during like a big damage phase, I mean, your target's staying alive pretty damn well. It's throwing the wrong one. I mean, I guess. But it's just like, how often is that really happening, you know? That's kind of like what I'm getting at. It's like, how? All right, here's the thing, right? All right, all right. Let's just say you do throw the wrong orb, right? We'll say you throw the wrong orb, right? For Genji, it's if you miss that one shot. So if you compare these two, right? If all this one has to do is worry about throwing the wrong orb, and this one has to worry about missing one shot, meaning life or death, it still holds true here. In my opinion. Oh shit. It's just, Moira has one of the best mobility escapes in the game. By far. Moira has great AoE healing. Moira has some pretty decent damage output. Okay, so your graph needs 4 points. Alright, what are the points? I'm willing to hear. What are the points? Wait, no, what the fuck am I thinking? Bruh, I'm just here. My brain is fried. The third is the risk factor. But this, alright. Here's the thing. The skill kind of like goes into it, right? I mean, like we could add a risk factor, right? But like the risk factor, right? Even if we added like another R here, Moira's risk is like here. I'd argue it's lower than her skill. If we're gonna add a risk factor to Anna, right? I'd say it's like right here. Anna is at risk a lot, right? And if we're adding a risk factor to Genji, in order to do his job, his risk factor is going off of the chart. Hello.
Oh, are you done streaming?
No, I'm not done streaming.
Are you not? It said on the YouTube is.
Oh no, I crashed.
Oh, you crashed. Okay, well, see you later and again.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were done.
I'll be wrapping up soon enough. But yeah, here, right? If we're adding risk factor, this is what it looks. This is what it would look like. Because the thing is, with Moira, you can be anywhere. Hold on, wait. Actually, I'll try to get my Overwatch up into practice range so I can kind of like illustrate my point. Just give me a second. Come on, Steam. Come on. Alright. Let's get this going. And I'll try to illustrate my point just a little bit. I was like, there's a big difference since I don't know what a good Moira looks like. I'll tell you what a good Moira looks like. A good Moira looks like every other Moira player. That's the truth. A good Moira player looks like everyone else. Probably the best Moira player you'll ever find is probably ML7 on Twitch. But he doesn't play Moira a whole lot, to my knowledge. Let me go into normal practice range here.
Humanity is shackled.
So here, right? These guys here, on the brink of death. AoE healed, back to full. Then again, those are training buffs, so we don't really count that. But still, right? It's still decent healing. This is egregious. That's egregious. Like, I get skill gapped way too often. Hold on. Egregious. That is egregious. Like, look at that. I'm aiming like I'm not even looking at her. I look like I'm looking past her. Then here, right? Damage orb. That TTK is nuts. Gonna get these going. Let's get hold on. Let's get coalescence going. Let's get coalescence going, right? Watch this. So, with coalescence, right? I can beam through here, right? Get that kill going. I can fade away. I can fade away and start doing more. But also, it's just like... Well, I mean, again, this is like with perks, right? So, like, bear with me, but it's like, with perks, look! I can jump from down there to up here. Look at that! Imagine if imagine a Genji, right? Hold on, wait. Just imagine a Genji dashes onto you, right? Dashes onto you, you're like, oh shit! I'm up here now. And now I'm auto-aim killing him from up here. And what does he have to do? He has to choose whether or not he wants to maneuver up to me to fight a losing battle, or he just runs away and risks me trading back and killing him. Yeah, but that's a tracer and only has more movement than a fucking rebel with five speed potions. Yes, no, definitely. I agree. I agree, right? I 100% agree with you. Like, you know, Tracer has more movement speed than a fucking rabbit. I agree. I do, right? But you also have to remember that this applies to this character, right? And my combo consists of doing this, right? And I don't even do enough damage in one burst combo to kill her, which means she has enough time to recall, right? And if she recalls and has her blinks, right? And if she recalls and has her blinks, I burned my only engage and my dash and everything to kill, and now I need to walk away with deflect, or I need to try and duel her while she has the advantage.
I go with purpose.
And then if we're going to other DPS, it's like boom, 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 boom. It's just like, basically, alright, Genji's gameplay cycle looks like dashing in, doing all that cool shit, and getting the kill, right? All of that you saw me do to get a kill, Cass can do like this. Done.
Really underestimating me?
Now, granted, Tracer is going to be moving, that's correct, right? But it doesn't change the fact that his core gameplay loop is just shoot from a distance, get these kills, like so. And it's like, Freya even, right? New example. But like, yeah, like, Freya needs to like, go into the air, aim, do all that, right? It's just like, when you factor in movement, and cooldown management, it's just, it is what it is, right? Also, another difference between Genji and Moira. Genji's dash is an 8-second cooldown, and only gets refreshed if he kills. And then he can use it again, right? Moira has one of the best escapes in the game on a 6-second CD. So boom, I'm here, boom. That is a 6-second window you have to be punished. 6 seconds. Now granted, 6 seconds is a lot in the heat of combat, I'll give you that, right? But also, like, that is a very, 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 very short punishment window. To be fair, if he hits flashbang as well, okay, so Tracer can't do shit. I agree. I agree she can't do shit. Because this Hinder is a really broken ability. It's like, Hinder, boom, done, dead. Next. Where's Busta and Sadam? Not gonna lie, yes. Don't forget her ability increases fade by... Oh, right. I forgot about that.
I'll find my own path. Humanity is shackled.
Hold on, so, yeah. Fade's duration, vanish. Increases Fade's duration by 0.5 seconds. That is an extra half second of not being able to die. Biotic Orb's first 50 healing is instant on each ally encounters. Reduced healing on damaging orb. That's pretty broken. Hold on. I actually haven't seen the fade increase duration. Oh my, that's disgusting. Kiri can insta-flash to a teammate, and her cooldown is about the same. Yes, I know, I agree, I'm getting to her. Believe me, I'm getting to her.
I'll find my own.
Because, alright, hold on, let's just, like, erase Anna here. Now, Kiri is a bit different, right? Let's put Kiriko down here, right? I actually touched on Kiri earlier, but, like, whatever. We'll do this. Skill, reward, risk, right? Kiri's skill is, like, about here, right? Her reward is, like, up here. Her risk is here, right? I'm getting filtered hard trying to make a joke. Damn. YouTube doesn't like... Yeah, YouTube doesn't like certain words. But no, like, this is Kiri, right? Kiri's skill is, like, right here. Her risk is here. Her reward is here, right? Because Kiri, right? Kiri can do this, right? Kiri can be in the middle of 3 enemies, and if push comes to shove, flash through wall instantaneous. You can't do anything.
I'm on fire.
But also, another thing is, right? If your DPS are taking a losing duel, right? Flash through walls, boom.
Like a gentle
Heal them up, and now they're dead. You know what I'm saying?
I feel all warm inside.
Kiri's skill, all of Kiri's skill comes from hitting her kunais. Yeah, no, that is true. But even then, Kiri's kunais aren't exactly the hardest thing to land. Because their hitbox is pretty damn big.
Find peace.
I use a road spike and a sickle for self-defense. My backups is my Smith and Weston Bone Crusher. What? Sue Bone Crusher? Good grief. Please don't filter. But yeah, no. Kiri doesn't have a lot of risk. Kiri also having Suzu is one of the most bullshit things I've ever seen. And also, we have this, right? So here, I can launch this, and my critical hits launch healing Ofuda. $500, I see. My Smith & Wesson 500 Bone Crusher. Alright. But yeah, no, it's just like, boom, they're invincible now. They're invincible, and they heal, and they're cleansed of all negative effects. Swift Step can be alright, this perk is stupid, right? So, Protection Suzu granting 40% movement speed, whatever, right? Swift Step, I can go boom, here, boom, away. I can help here.
Double kill.
He said the thing. Bone Crusher's a 50 caliber revolver. Oh, damn. But yeah, no, it's just like... Honestly, Lifeweaver is another great example, right?
Growing into who you truly are. Something for
But yeah, pretty much Lifeweaver, right? Here it is, right? My teammate is low on health. No, they're not anymore. Here you go. You're invincible, and you get to get out of the fight for free. The skill to reward curve is absolutely fucked. It's like... You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, he's low. An enemy DPS dumped their everything to get that person. Not anymore. This person's now completely safe. So pretty much, by Lifeweaver hitting one button, he negated all of the effort that the enemy did to try to kill. Right? So if my teammate is in a stupid position, out they go.
That should do it.
You got it?
Bounding forth.
It's like, hell, even Reaper, who I'd say has a lower skill, right? Like, Reaper has pretty low skill, but pretty, like, decent reward, right? His risk factor goes up because his effective range is in the middle of the enemy. Because for these characters, right? For these closer range like characters, right? Like Genji, Reaper, Tracer, whatever, right? Their effective range is here. Their effective range is in your face, right? Like Genji needs to be in your face and he needs to hit all of his combos effectively in order for him to even come out alive. Lifeweaver is 500 years of collective game design moment. Yes, yes indeed. Hold on, wait. Let me check my Twitch chat. I just want to make sure I'm not ignoring anybody. Okay. But yeah, so here, right? Then we take someone like Widow, who has high skill. Yeah, high skill. I won't argue that Widow has high skill, but her reward is exponentially high. Because that's what it takes to kill. I do not have to move. I don't have to do, like, my left hand is not on the keyboard. This is all it takes for me to get, like, all these kills. Now, granted, it's hard, right? It's hard because that requires a lot of aim skill. But the problem arises when... Alright. Widow is when high skill equals too much reward. In my opinion. What the hell? It's like, I'm just sitting here, I'm not even moving. I'm not doing anything. All of Widow's, like, power and skill is loaded into this gun. Oh, damn. Yeah, Widow players have the other hand on something else. For real. Hanzo is a bit different. Because Hanzo is a projectile, so he has to account for travel speed. But also, Hanzo can't really play the longer ranges really good. Hanzo's like a mid-range sniper. Because, like, landing these shots from this far away, you have to account for, like, drop distance and all that, right? But even then, like, this goes back to, like, another part of my tangent, which is that snipers are just not balanced.
My arrows fly true.
It's like, even though it takes, like, more skill than Widow to pilot Hanzo, it's really just, like, it's like, it's still one-shots, right? What else do I really say? I mean, like, Tracer too. Tracer's another, like, high skill, high risk, high reward, champion. Because we go, like... Did they finally balance Tracer's perks? Blast from the past, whatever. Recall restores 2 blink charges. I don't think it should restore any blink charges, but oh well. Recall grants overhealth and 20 ammo. That decays over time. Downloading Overwatch. Ooh. You know, pretty much boom. 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 Oh, I get 2 blinks back. I'd argue this perk makes Tracer a lot less skill expressive. Just because of how much she gets for free. What about tanks, though? Ooh, good question. So, tanks. Tanks typically sit on lower skill. Higher risk, higher reward, right? So, like, Winston needs to jump into everything. Needs to do this. Place down his bubble and shit. And boom. we're here, right? Reinhardt is low skill. Low skill, I don't want to say medium reward, right? Actually, how do I put it? Not even low skill. I'd say Rein is high skill, medium reward, and, like, low-ish risk. Like, mid-risk, right? Rein's a pretty well-balanced character, because he has a simple kit, right? He has a simple kit, but also he kind of needs to be careful with his positioning. You know what? I'll say Rein's high risk. Because Rein, you have to stand in front of everybody, hold up your shield, you need to manage your shield, right? You need to drop your shield occasionally to fire strike to build your ult charge. You need to learn when to swing, when to put that back up. You need to know where to stand so you don't die. You need to know the healing capabilities of your healers. It's a very game sense reliant hero. It's very game sense reliant, but not really like mechanic reliant. So there's someone like Malga, who on top of his stun, burn, high damage, also sustain, that he shares with his team. Now, Malga is a little weird. I think Malga... When Malga's good, I'd argue he gets way too much reward for the skill that he requires. Granted, I'm not saying that, like, supports are just, like, the shitters of the game, right? Like, I'm not saying that. Like, I do think that supports, like, the design of certain supports ruin the game. Like, I will stand by that. But I do think that Malga maybe does a little bit too much. You see, Malga kind of suffers from the same thing that Sigma suffers from. Sigma is, like, one of the first biggest, examples of an Overwatch 2 tank, right? So, he can shield from this angle, absorb things from that angle, do that, shoot that. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's like, Sigma does too much. Now, the thing is that, like, Sigma... Alright, how do I put it? Sigma's skill to reward output is pretty skewed for him being lesser skill for higher reward, but he does have a higher skill ceiling, right? Like, here's the thing, right? Like, I'm not overloaded, yeah, but the thing is, right, like, when we're talking about these characters, right? When we're talking about these characters and, like, risk, reward, all that, right? We are talking about their base designs, right? Just fundamentally, what they're capable of.
To the cosmos.
Right? Like, fundamentally, Sigma can do this, do that, do that. Gravitic Flux here. Send them up to the moon, while also peppering shots down on his enemies.
Out they flicker.
It's just like, it doesn't take a high mechanical requirement, right? Like, hell, even Pharah, to a degree, right? Even though I hate Pharah, personally, right? Like, even Pharah, to a degree, takes a little bit of skill. Like, it takes fuel management. It takes being up in the air. Because, believe it or not, when you're up in the air with this level of mobility, you are pretty easy to hit. For most hit games. You are pretty damn easy to hit. If we go to Ramatra, I feel like Ramatra is... How do I put it? He's okay, I guess, right? It's about cycling your duality between this form, like, it's about, like, cycling between the duality of playing in your normal form versus your nemesis form. Now I want to know what you think about some of these, someone of the Rivals champs. I have not played any of Rivals, so I would not be able to tell you anything that would mean anything. Because here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. If every single hero in the game has like piss for skill ceiling, right? Like, or piss for skill requirement, right? If it has piss for skill requirement, then, but still gets, like, high reward, then that's just how the game is, right? Every hero in the game, if every hero in the game has low skill but a high reward, then sure, that's just how the game is, right? But then we get to someone like ERA, right?
Alone.
ERA is able to do this, so look at that.
Underestimated me.
I two-shot them, and that can go around and do everything to everyone, right? My healing pylon can heal this far away.
Fixing that. Going fast.
You see what I'm saying? Someone like Loki, and imagine him in Overwatch. What does Loki do? What does he do? I don't know what Loki does. You know, here, it's like, I go into here, boom. Oh wait, I didn't hit that guy. Oh well. Dead.
No pediré perdón.
He creates clones that he can swap spots with, so it's just LeBlanc. It is literally LeBlanc. But yeah, no, like... But like, what do you mean though, right? It's just like break it down for me. Like what is everything he can do? What is his kill capability? What is his healing capability? What's his ultimate? Because the thing is, right, Symmetra has stuff like this, right? Where she can swap between, she can swap spots. You can destroy the thing that she can swap spots with, sure. Pretty much has Echo Ult. I mean, yeah. I mean, I feel like something like Echo Ult's okay. I feel like it's fine.
Always ready to learn.
I mean, having it on a support's a little but I mean, like, I don't know what the DPS are capable of, right?
Adaptive circuits engaged. Tracer. Retaining effective strategies. Double. Let's try that again. Double kill. Capabilities max.
Major perk unlocked. Focusing beam, eliminations, reset flights, cooldown. Sticky bombs. Oh, more projectiles. 15%. That should be more though, right? Hold on. Okay.
All systems on optimal levels.
So if I get this.
Target marked.
Still more damage total.
Working as intended.
He can place up to 2 clones, so you can swap spots with. The clones can also shoot where you shoot. Okay, so it's kind of like Zed's clones.
Ascending.
But what is his overall kill threat? Is what I'm asking, right? His damage and healing comes from his basic attacks. Okay, so it's like Juno, kind of.
Taking flight.
One small step at a time.
Without your clones up, he kind of sucks. So it's a cooldown management. You see, that. Alright, so like, again, I know nothing about the game, but that sounds like a lot of the skill comes from cooldown management. His biggest attacks are projectiles that explode upon impact. Okay. Lock on allies. Extreme glide boost. Glide boots resets double jump. Okay. His bit. Alright, yeah. But pretty much, like, what I'm saying is, right, like, in order for the game to feel fun to play, right, you need to make sure that the characters that have that super low skill requirement do not outshine those with higher skill. Or do not do it consistently or with less effort, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to know why all of the Genji players quit Overwatch, this is why. This is why every Genji player quit the game.
Major pack unlocked.
It is why I quit the game. Well, he was considered a high skill champ. Well then, yeah, I mean, like, if Loki, they've checked, yeah, okay. By the devs, at least. Oh, well, how does the community view him? Alright. I honestly don't know. I did not interact with the community much. Yeah, fair. But it's like, do you get the point I'm making, though? It's like, you cannot have champs, like, hold on. Like, here's the thing. You cannot have this, right? You cannot have this champ that is capable of something like this counter a champ that has to do things like this. Right? You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? It's like, I don't think it takes a lot of, like, you know, effort to, like, see the difference here in effort. I know they viewed the mains as either the reason their team won or the reason their team lost. But honestly, doesn't that sentiment go a lot for also like Yasuo players as well? Like, you know, like the enemy team Yasuo meme. See, one last thing? Okay. But, you know, that is pretty much, though, like, my point. Like, honestly, I will go into a game and play more, actually, to, like, illustrate my point. Yeah, but true, this is Marvel Rivals we're talking about. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I agree. It's a different game. Alright. But a good Loki could pull it off? Yeah, no, I mean, sounds like a well-designed character for the mode then. Let me just go into a normal unranked 6v6 open queue, right? Just normal. Alright, push. I'll lock Moira. That was quick, holy, yeah, a lot of people are playing 6v6 open queue. Minister? What is Minister? Sure, why not? We'll do this one. Ta-da! I'm used to 15-minute stadium queues as a solo sub. 3 subs, oh yeah. I mean, it's just because subs are just the best characters in this game. Like, I actually think our comp is kind of Exodia here. We have 3 brain-dead subs, 2 tanks,
You
And a
must see
Reaper.
merit in pushing humanity's limits.
All I see is a fool, mistaking a strong body for a gullible mind.
One. Objective unlocks in 30 seconds.
Alright, so our brig switched to Sombra, looking a bit more bleak, but hey, it is what it is. So here, I'm gonna send that in. Heal this guy. Drain this guy a bit, get my heals back. Alright, well, I'm gonna send that in. Gonna heal my Czar. My Rhine's a little out of my reach, but hey, it is what it is. There's a Doom trying to kill me.
Becomes mine.
Hold on. I'm dead. Me? But yeah, no. I have my own healing. I was behind enemy lines. I can go into this. It's fun. Alright. Gonna do that. Gonna drain Doom a bit. Look at that. Look at how much damage I dealt to Doom. Soldier's trying to do things to me, but he can't. He can't. How could he? Look, I'm out in the open. But I'm not afraid because I have Fade. Look, I'm draining Rhine. I'm doing all this damage. I need to heal a bit now, sure. But now I go here. Grab that. Alright, bro's healed. Oh look, I faded. I faded and Doom wasted his punch. What if that was his empowered punch? I don't have my thing. Alright, what am I gonna do? You know, I'll increase my fade duration. Why not? Alright, I was picking my perk, to be fair. Oh! Well played to the Doom. Empowered punch actually did a lot there.
Now,
I love brig cosplayers so much, I wish there were more of them. Why?
cannot allow them to take the road.
Like I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, power to the cosplayers, but why? Also, I'm doing more damage than our DPS and the guy who was DPS before. Look, he has to run away. He has to run away. But he's a DPS. I'm a support. All right, I'm gonna coalescence. Now I'm gonna go full on the offensive. Oh, that one's gone. All right, there we go. I just carried the game for my team. Oh, look at that. She couldn't get away because I have auto aim. She literally didn't have a chance to get away. Muscle mommy and stuff. But it's like you get what I'm saying. Heal you, dodge out Doom, kill Doom. It's like, where am I at risk here? I want to know where I'm at risk. You get what I'm saying now? Gonna get the heal going. There we go. Wow. Alright, well, time for me to do that. Send the damage orb out, get the healing going. Oh look, I saved Rhine. I saved Rhine while damaging their backline. Look at all the effort I'm putting in. Oh, my Rhine got himself killed. I can't really do a whole lot about that. Alright, Freya can die. Well, whatever. I'm gonna launch a healing. Look at that! Look at that! I launched my damage orb in, and then I just faded out, even though I was in the middle of all of them. Alright. Look at that. I got shattered by Ron, hit by abilities, but Kiri bailed me out. And I also get to fade away from that situation. Alright, there we go. Alright, send that in. My coalescence is almost up. I get to heal Lucio. Oh, look at that! I ignore Freya's damage with my fade. Alright, soldier wastes visor. Alright, what do I get? Oh, nothing. Nothing. I get to heal now.
They're gaining on us. Stop them.
Alright. Time for me to do this. Alright. Well. Do that. Alright, there we go. I got an assist. And now I'm out. Alright. These guys dead. Alright, just drain these from afar. Alright, hold on. Let me just try to kill Juno here. I'm gonna go on a solo mission to kill Juno. Look at this. Look at the aim. Look at that. I don't have to account any. I don't have to account for any travel times. Look at this run. There you go. There we go. Alright, that one's dead. Let me get a damage orb going. Fighting a Moira. Only fair fight that I've engaged in all game. Oh wait, I'm in a little bit of danger. Allow me to fix that one. Oh, look at this, soldier. I'm about to outduel him. Watch. Watch, watch, watch. Look at that. He stood no chance. Healing orb down. Do that. I'm doing the second most damage on my team, while also healing more than everyone else. Alright, there we go. There we go. We did supporting damage to kill Freya. Now, I'm behind all of them. Look at this. Wow, wowee. And now I can fade out. Hold on, Doom can die. Alright, dead. I don't care if he does that. There's not enough men would say that rhyme. Muscle mama is for some me because I want to see that Juno did not hit shit. Holy. Can become a muscle mommy floor. I would have saved that rhyme. I'm a man, sorry. But no, look at this. 6.6k damage, 6.6k healing. I did more than the DPS, and I did more than the healers. How many deaths did I die? How many? I want to see. I guarantee you it wasn't much. I had one death that entire game. I had one death, most kills on my team. Second most damage on my team. Most second most healing on my team. But you get my point. I did all of this. I never play Moira. I will be the first to say that that was my first game playing Moira in probably like a year and a half, maybe 2 years. And I did that. It's like, can't make it up. That's just how broken the hero is. Or not broken, sorry. Alright, admittedly, I will say that low skill, high reward does not equal broken. I will say that. I will say that that is not what that means. Alright. What I mean by low skill, high reward is just like the effort that they require, right? There's a factor of game knowledge, also there's a factor of game knowledge that goes into it. Oh, for sure. But that can go for every hero. You see, for Genji, for a character like Genji, we'll say, right? You need that game sense to be up, and you need those mechanics to be down pat. With Moira, I will tell you right now, I was playing brain off most of that time. I was acting in basic need to survive. Now, keep in mind, don't take this as me saying that Moira's broken, because I don't think Moira's broken. Like, you saw, right? You saw in that game, right? That, like, my team was losing that for a bit. I'm not saying Moira's broken. I'm saying she is way too easy for the amount of value she gets. Moira would, and no, I will not elaborate. At this point, I'll just accept it. There's a problem with me. Nah, man. Like, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, right? That's what I'm saying. What? That it ain't broken? Be it pro today? Nah, buddy. You hitting someone else's. You hitting something else today? What do you mean? What? I do not hit Cynna. Oh my... Ashley? Wife beater Arkapari is the victim. You have beating her because he ain't married. But no, it's just that, like, basically, Tron, what I'm saying is, right, I'm not saying that this character is broken, and that any brain-dead person could climb to, like, top 500 with it, right? That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying... Where's the beer, Apari? Where's the beer? No, basically, what I'm saying, Tron, is that this character requires less effort to get the same amount of results as other characters. Now, I'm not saying that that means that this character is easier to climb with. There's a difference.
Major pack unlocked.
Once in D&D, I killed a penguin, and great, oh boy, that went from 0 to 100. That's insane, actually. What the fuck? Her needs a kid to be the bully at school. Why do I need to raise a bully? I'm already raising a bully. Her name's Baby. She's my doggy. Ah, boy.
Now, to start anew. Big style. My power.
Why are we talking about beating me in specific? I don't know. People just started saying that I'm gonna be a wife beater, and I'm like, wait, what? Cynna, you beating apart. Can you stop? Yeah, no. Let's just stop this conversation. In a 2v1 at chess. How does that even work? Alright, yes, ma'am. Cinna's word is my command. Aye, aye. Captain. I'll do... Maybe not stay. You know, I'll play a normal game of Overwatch. Kind of want to get more more Freya in. Wait, but beating bro, what?
Welcome to Oasis.
Beating people at Minecraft. Freya. Alright. My mom cooking beef tonight. Guess I'm getting the hammer. I jest. Moves with 2 fingers. What about one? What do you mean? Hold on, wait. Well, instead of someone moving a piece with 2 fingers, it's 2 people moving the piece with a combined total of 4 fingers, I see. How about to bro?
5, 4, 3,
Coming.
1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
Moving out.
Alright, let's see if I can get someone. I got him. Oh! Oh, damn! Who saw that? Good, I might be cooked. Alright. Okay. Alright. Gonna heal a bit. Alright, they are really trying to get on my case here. Hold on. Oh wait, the trap hit it. Alright, they knocked me off high. That's what it is. Bro, I wish that Lucio wasn't there, man. Bro, no one saw my initial kill at the start there, did they? Even though it was clean as hell.
My ultimate is defend the objective.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Gonna take high. Oh my!
I need healing.
Got that one. They have a Sojourn? What DPS do they have? Well, they don't have a Sojourn, they just have an Iari. Hold on. Cynna, adopt me! What? Okay. I feel like I'm gonna get hit. Yep, I was correct. Oh damn, I hit him. Oh, come on, man. Nah. I sent you something? Okay.
I can't shake me that easily.
Enemy in sight. You need this.
Ba-bang. I read it, honey. Just give me a second. Hold on.
My will. Best round. 1.
Okay.
Complete.
It's hand.
Score 1-0.
I craft my own arrows, each one a meditation.
More field research. Grand.
What's he called? The rest of his kingdom jumped me, threw me off a cliff, worth TBA? What?
Round 2. Capture the objective.
After this game, I am probably just gonna call it. I've been live for pretty long. Oh shit. Holy shit. I got Ramatrid.
It's not over. Not yet.
Wait, what is that? You see you see the skull X0 next to my ult meter? What is that? Oh damn. No, what the hell is this? I'm playing Freya. I'm getting zoned off. I need to take a different angle. Oh, this Zen just soloed me.
Let's give this another shot.
Ashley out. Alrighty. Later, Ashley. Alright. Time for me to get up. Eat that down. Oh, that is such unlucky timing.
My will.
Then Yida down there. Alright, dead. Alright, gonna do this. Ah! He will not be missed as nuts.
Your fate.
Complete. Score 1-1.
Everyone is missed. That was a joke. Everyone is missed in the 10-10 family. Indeed. Prawn knows. Alright, so that dash does not break railings. Good to know. The reload doesn't initialize till a lot later. You gotta wait till like she slams that thing in. Like, there we go. Even you, Florb, even you. What is that? Is that like a passive? Do I have a passive? Bounty hunting. Every 3 final blows gained. But oh, that's what it is. Gotcha. All right. There's a Zen only focused on me. What the hell? Man! Why is Zen so tanky? Bullshit, he was never seen again.
It's not over. Not yet.
In how much bonus? Gain bonus ultimate charge. Doesn't tell me how much bonus ultimate charge.
Watch out! I'm standing out.
Okay. Alright, I have bullet charge. Alright. Not bad. I need a sugar mummy. I'll have tip. No.
I can't shake me.
What do I look like?
The objective. Assist me.
Ta-ding.
I am over there. Terra surge ready. I see a hostile.
I'm not quite good with this champ yet. Genji is alive. Oh, goodbye. Alright. Oh, did I hit the... Oh, that hit the beam. Okay. Got him. Shit. Come on. Alright. Might be dead in a second. Alright, get that one. Get that one. Oh boy. Bro, Zen didn't die. That feels so bad. Really? None of them are dying! Ah well, that'll be it. Alright, well everyone, it was fun hanging out with y'all, streaming today, but I will catch you all later. Bye-bye.
As long as the job gets done.